and it's now God's plan to have you go on a long journey far away from that place and to be at a new residence, okay? It's his plan because it's a contract here that's going to be successfully signed so that you can make this relocation, okay? The keys are about to be in your hand very soon. God moves you to a new place to have you become the person that you were always meant to become. It's a woman that was crazy. She would purposely tell people visiting her to park in front of our driveway, like blocking our driveway when we live on a cul-de-sac. Meanwhile, her driveway was empty. Okay, this woman would do all kinds of pettiness. Whoever you are, your story in that town, that village, or that community has come to its end. And then the anger that they feel because they have sold their soul to the Matrix, they try to dish it out to us light workers, us starseeds, us chosen ones. I'm like, hell no. Why are you treating the person in front of me so good and helping them bag their stuff and whatnot? But then when I get up there, you start throwing all my food down, like tossing it like nothing. It's rolling all over the place, doing it really fast and whatnot. Like, why are you doing that to me? And it has been multiple times with different people. So you know what? F these people. It is, you're about to be far away from that evil ASS town, okay? This has been long overdue. It is long overdue for this to happen. It is long overdue for you to be out of there, okay? This town, village, or community that you have been residing in all these years. I feel like it was the finances, it was the financial stuff that was needing to be sorted out, that was being blocked, because it's only so long that that lower vibrational BS is going to be played out, y'all. I cannot wait to be out of this community, because the previous neighbor we had, she was a nightmare. She threw some type of weird white paint on the side of our house. And we think it was some type of foo-foo, some type of ritual, because we don't have cameras on that side of the house, and the community that we live in, the houses are close to each other. So one day somebody was walking on the other side of the house, and we have a sidewalk on that side of the house. Then they were like, what's this paint over here? It was like splattered on the side, and you know, our house has rocks and whatnot on the side, alongside the sidewalk. And these rocks are like a brown, reddish color, so it was like white paint that had been splattered. You could see that it had been flung. You know, like when you throw paint and it just has this look like where it lands, you can just tell that paint had been thrown. I hope this makes sense, because our home is not white. So it's like, what is this? This is a woman that was crazy. She would purposely tell people visiting her to park in front of our driveway, like blocking our driveway when we live on a cul-de-sac. Meanwhile, her driveway was empty. Okay, this woman would do all kinds of pettiness. Okay, when we first moved here, she told us, you guys don't belong here, amongst other things. Literally, the first day we came here. This is a community. We have told the office multiple times the antics of this cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs woman. They have done nothing. They just say, oh, we'll call the police, but we can't do anything else. And then they never do anything. But the amount of hell with this karmic neighbor. And so then on the other side, we have another neighbor, and I thought everything was good with them. But then the other day we were talking, they were just like, oh, yeah, I'll see you. And they dismissed us. And I was like, so now we're public enemy number one around here because of this other neighbor that threw the paint on the side of our house, and now they left. Like, now I guess they ratted our name. out to the town, to the village, to the community that we're not good people or something. Made sure to go out with a bang because I was like, what on earth? What happened to the other person? So then I was at the grocery store and y'all, I'm so tired with these village people. This is not the first time that I have had a weird ASS interaction with people at the grocery store. But honestly, I am praying that it is the last time because why are you treating the person in front of me so good and helping them bag their stuff and whatnot? But then when I get up there, you start throwing all my food down, like tossing it like nothing. It's rolling all over the place, doing it really fast and whatnot. Like, why are you doing that to me? And it has been multiple times with different people. So, you know what? F these people. And that's what the message is for y'all. Don't look back. Don't turn back because there's about to be something unexpected that drops into your life. You see, faith is God's plan. Remember, Drake said it is God's plan. It really is. And it's now God's plan to have you go on a long journey far away from that place and to be at a new residence, okay? It's his plan because too much evil, like too many weirdos in this town, too many bums with a lot of mental issues. You know, that's what I noticed. Like this village, this town that I live in, these people got a lot of mental health issues and undiagnosed mental health issues, and it's just like Bumville. Like nobody here. Well, I'm not gonna say nobody, but like a lot of people here, they don't have any sense of purpose or drive or like dream. Like they don't got nothing. Like they just live in the matrix, and then the anger that they feel because they have sold their soul to the matrix. They try to dish it out to us light workers, us starseeds, us chosen ones. I'm like, hell no. I ain't biting my tongue back. I ain't holding back for no one this season. Not this season, not anymore. I ain't taking the high road with no one. Energy's gotta get on with it. Cause I've been paid my dues. I've been contributed to the town, to the community in more ways than one, physically and spiritually. So it's like, this could have been a thing happening to y'all as well, where you could have just been attacked by these people, or everywhere you went, people would give you funny looks and whatnot. People would be staring at you, watching you, maybe even driving by your home, taking pictures of your home and whatnot. Like, just doing a lot of weird ASS SHIT, but that weird ASS SHIT is about to come to its end. Some of you, your family could have been involved, you know, your family, your siblings and whatnot. They could have been involved in that mess as well. You know, they have no self-worth, so then they were going to these evil ASS people and trying to sell you out to them because they don't have self-worth and they want to be accepted and loved by everyone. But you see, when you're in your power and you love yourself, you don't give an F to be loved by everyone. The only one that you want to be loved by is the Most High Jehovah. Amen. Praise, yes. First and foremost. And so here we go. God has seen enough. He has seen enough. Storm warning. It's an energy here of the tower. Okay, the tower. When this money comes in, this could be a raise. This could be a job offer in another state, a state that you've been dreaming to go to. This could be an opportunity to go back to school. This could be money that somebody is leaving behind to you, that somebody has left behind in a will, and now it's being given to you. For others, this is you being approved against all odds for a mortgage or some type of loan that will help you make your great escape. But the money is about to come in, it's about to be dumped. Okay? And this is about to be a tower. Whoever you are, your story in that town, that village, or that community has come to its end. Energetically, you're not even there anymore. You know, your astral body, your astral Your spirit, your soul, it's not even there. Like a fragment of it still remains in your body, but your spirit, your soul, it's already at the new location. Your soul was like, I'm gonna meet you at the new spot because this ain't it anymore. And God's about to move us, so I'll meet you at the rendezvous point. You know what I mean? Like your spirit, your astral body, your avatar, like it already went over to the future home, the future apartment that's going to be yours, in that new town, new city, out of state, outside of the country. Like it's already there. Maybe these last few days or weeks, you could have been feeling a disconnect from like your spiritual side and tarot, the readings, Reiki, energy. Like you could have just been feeling a disconnect, but no, love, that was your soul, like your soul done left. At least a large portion of your soul done left and already went because your soul is ready to be out of there. And amen. We are ready. Yes, we are ready to go to where we need to go to get the F out of Dodge because not all of our life are we going to be dealing with these weird ASS people, weird, like doing too much, doing the most and not enough to be a TV host. Like what's up with the attitude and the pettiness as of late? And then people driving like crazy, cutting you off. Hell no, hell no. The ish gotta be. Eventually, we all gotta move on. Life seasons. Eventually, that chapter gotta come to a close. And you're going to be receiving the correspondence from Spirit really soon that it's time. Okay, you're going to be seeing it in your meditations, in your tarot cards, because some of you read the tarot yourself. But you're going to be seeing it confirmation after confirmation that it's time. It's time to go. It's a contract here. For a lot of you, this is going to be your first home purchase, or this could be your first home purchase outside of the country, but it's a contract here that's going to be successfully signed so that you can make this relocation, okay? The keys are about to be in your hand very soon. The keys are about to be in your hand, y'all. And I see somebody going to like Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Target, like furniture shopping for like decor and whatnot, like a whole new space, a whole new life. Okay, Spirit's saying get ready. You may have to put some stuff in a storage unit. For some of you, this is a place in the city, but again, I get like you shopping for furnishings and whatnot. Lamps, lighting fixtures, and frames and whatnot. Artwork. A desk. I'm seeing a desk, so a lot of you are going to be working from home or running your own online business, maybe working through social media, doing the stock market, running your own Etsy shop, selling product, okay? But love, I'm telling you the moon because that town, that village, that community, they ain't gonna change. It's been years. That town, that's a town that you leave and you come back 30 years later, ain't nothing changed. No progress, no evolution, no desire to change, still stuck in some type of weird slumberland, some type of vortex, even. Like, no, like the rest of the world is evolving and changing, but that town, that village, that community you come from, it ain't changing. It wants to stay stuck and stagnant. And what I really got from Jehovah is he's going to start moving his chosen, his anointed, his people, his children, his light workers, his earth angels from these locations because these locations are about to experience great loss, great suffering, great deterioration. Okay, you see how this man, he's literally stranded on a rock and the water is there. And even here in the moon, even over here in the Six of Cups, like this water, floods, okay? A lot of these places that are not evolving, like, look, y'all, we just gotta be honest. It's a sad yes, but we have to always be evolving, always be wanting more for ourselves, for this planet, for this world. We cannot be living somewhere 40 plus years and not going through our changes or changing the community for the better and whatnot. Change is the norm for the universe. So if something doesn't want to change or wants to stay stuck in time, the universe will naturally take its course and do what it needs to do to remove, right, the stagnant energies out of the way. And so here we go. This town may face God's wrath, God's judgment in the future. And my prayers to the innocents that will still be residing in these places, because it's not their fault that their parents, the adults around them, are ignorant and evil. But it is a shame that they have to pay the price along with these people because, at some point, God just gets tired of the ish. These individuals don't evolve, don't do nothing. They are a stumbling block to God's plan. So at some point, God is just like, no, you're going to get on. You're going to come visit me early up here in heaven, and you're going to have to explain yourself why you were acting the way you were acting, why you treated and disrespected my earth angel, the collective. Okay, God's going to bring them up there to talk. What were you doing? Why you ain't evolved? Why were you out here treating good natured souls like SHIT, but treating other evil people good with a smile on your face? The high priestess, look, 8 of Cups, I'm telling y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, y'all about to be out of there. Y'all about to be out of there. The 8 of Cups walking away, leaving. You're a high priestess or a high priest. It's so long overdue at this point. Spirit is saying to really tap into whatever strength you have left. Okay, you're almost at the finish line. You're right there. It's almost over. Thank God. Okay, because I'm telling y'all, when I was in Florida, nobody was storing my groceries. They had the bagger there, and the bagger was organizing all my food, and this was at Publix. The bagger was organizing all my food. The cashier was professional. He was scanning, and these were young people. You would think that people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s would be the more mature, and that it would be these younger people that would be immature or careless. But love, when I tell you it's the attitude that these 40 and 50-year-olds be giving me, even the younger ones and whatnot. I went to pick up something for my family at the TGI Fridays, and I walked in there. I was like, "Yeah, I'm here for a pickup," and it was a young chick or something. And she's like, "What's your name?" and whatnot. So then she's going to hand me the bag. Like she's gonna do like a weird, like she's gonna be holding the bag like this from her back. Like she's gonna turn her back and just hand me the bag like that. And I was like, "You couldn't just hand me the bag normally? Like what was that?" Like just these weird ASS interactions that keep happening. At some point, you just gotta shut the door on that SHIT. At some point, God's just gonna move you on to bigger and better, because, I've been places. I feel like you guys have been places too, but when I was in Florida, I never experienced any weirdness like that. Even in New York City, everybody at the Walgreens and whatnot, and the whole food, like everybody was nice to, like I never experienced some of the treatment and blatant disrespect. Like it's not even like they're trying to be sneaky about it. It is quite literally disrespectful in your face. And what can I say? I am so in shock that it's like I'm left speechless. I'm left like I cannot like wow. They really throwing these groceries down like nothing. And then you tell the manager they don't care. The manager gives you like, oh no, oh no, I'm done with that. Die with that. King of Swords, yeah, God's gonna call judgment. And by this Sagittarius season, it will be all completed for most of you. By this Sagittarius season, I'm telling y'all, y'all going to be in your new environment. Weirdos are not going to be able to get to you. And you're going to be so happy. You're going to go outside. The air's going to be fresh. The birds are going to be chirping. The sky is just going to be really beautiful. It's going to be like really blue. There's going to be clouds and whatnot, and maybe a plane flying overhead. Maybe you may even see the moon, right? Sometimes we can see the moon in the sky during the day. And it's just going to, you're just going to feel the sun on your face. The sun shining on your face. And you're going to feel so at peace, like so, like this sigh, this relief, like finally, I'm out of there. I ain't got to see those thumbs anymore. Thank God, like. So hang in there, y'all, because it's almost over. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Don't think that all the doors are closed. Because when one door closes, another one opens. Don't think that you're going to be financially strapped. The Queen of Pentacles is also somebody that roots herself in situations or jobs. She will stay places for years, for decades. But this Queen of Pentacles in reverse is showing us that it's time. It's time. The Queen of Wands upright is somebody that's going to take charge, move into the new with new creative energy, new inspiration. And so this is the energy we need to be in. We need to be ready to make this journey and to understand, understand, and overstand, that universe will provide, spirit will provide. Everything. You see how she has that basket there? And she's getting ready for the harvest. She's getting ready to harvest those pentacles from the tree, from the shrub. Y'all see that? It's like this King of Swords is Jehovah, and he's saying, you already know the truth. You already feel it in your soul and your spirit, what the truth is. Yeah, you might be alone. You might have to go on this journey alone. But at this point, it is what it is. There's no confusion here at this point. You've been feeling this for a long time. And once you're settled in, this is where you're going to manifest abundance, okay? Really search it up on YouTube. The amount of people that were moved by God. And when they started their new life, they got new money, new opportunities. Like, there was one lady, the video was in Spanish. I forget her name. It was years ago, but she was moved out, like God moved her out somewhere, out of state, far away from family and friends and whatnot. And she talked about her experience, how it was very hard at first, but she got into manifestation and whatnot. And she ended up manifesting a six-figure art business or something. This is a true story, y'all. And she was giving her testimony like that's basically what the video was, like her giving her testimony, like, and basically what she was saying is sometimes God moves you to a new place to have you become the person that you were always meant to become. And I think that's also the thing here, is that you're never really going to become who you're meant to become while in this setting, while in this place. The man, woman, person, he, she, they, them, whoever you are, I don't discriminate on this channel. But I think it was something else going on here where God really wants to see this transformation happen for y'all, for you to become everything and more that you are meant to become. And so get ready, because it's coming. You're on borrowed time at that location, and you will never have to deal with those energies ever again. I'll tell you that much. And you won't miss them either. You're not even gonna remember them. You know, when people ask you like, "Oh, how was it when you used to live there?" It will be like a faint memory, like almost like it was a bad dream, a weird dream that didn't want to end. Like, oh yeah, the people there were just really weird. They always gave me attitude, always something going on with someone. And that's just that. You're not even going to give it any more energy. You're just going to move forward. Because, y'all, when I tell you certain towns, villages, places are filled with some evil ASS people, I mean, yeah, there's evil people everywhere, but it's like it's like for every 10 people that you meet, okay, you may meet somebody that's a little off, but oh my goodness, like over here it really is just anyone. Cruel, nasty, merciless. I really believe a lot of these people sold themselves to the Matrix. They sold their soul, and that's why something else lives inside of them now. Cause what soul's gonna want to stay in a body like that? Stay in a body that is repeatedly choosing to be evil. Like what neighbor that claims to be a Christian, doesn't it say love your neighbor as you love yourself and whatnot? How can you go and throw paint on the side of our home when we ain't done nothing to you? And then the first day we move here, you're going to say, you guys don't belong here. Who are you to tell someone where they can or can't go? But you see, she's gone. She moved. She left. Because I did a little bit of magic to, you know, get her on. I was like, if I'm gonna leave New Jersey for good, well, the last few weeks or last few months need to be peaceful. So she gotta get out of here. And so I called, who I needed to call, and sure enough, the for sale sign was put up and the U-Hauls were there and they were taking everything out. I was like, good riddance. But then the other neighbor on the other side started giving me attitude. I was like, what? You can't win. You just can't win with these. You just can't. It's no point. It's no point, y'all. They sold their soul. Like, their soul ain't even there. That's why they don't have empathy. No compassion, no nothing. Will treat you like, like you're dirt on the bottom of their shoe or some ish. Damn. And I'll say it. I'll say it all the time, y'all. Be careful moving to New Jersey. New Jersey is secretly racist and homophobic, and a lot of people don't want to hear this ish, but it's the truth. I know about the experiences that I've had here, and I've also talked to others via email and whatnot of certain experiences that we all had while living here. So I never experienced that ish while I was outside of here. You know, I ain't never dealt with anything weird when I was out. It's interesting. Really shows you that places really do have their energy, their frequency, and vibration. And, well, you ain't a match for this place at this point. And that's why God is moving you as well. But that is your video. That's what I have for you. And I wish you love and light. Take care.